Hello there, man. I'm here. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Vanilla Plus Turtle server. My connection is completely crap. I can only do a recording and upload it later, so that's what I'm gonna do. I want to turn in this, and this right now. Get this finally done. Then I go to Tanaris, continue with the grind. Step 1 Stormwind, I think. That one. I accepted the request at the end of the last stream. Sunday. Yeah, Lord of Blackrock. Oh yeah, you turn it in and then you get sent over. Yeah, perfect. I got 2,311 quests finished so far. It's about a little bit more again. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So let me check the gold. Okay, not that much. I need to do more. Should get a decent amount today. Yeah, I need to start pushing more next week, starting Naxxramas with a druid. And once I'm done with these grinds, I need actually more gold for some ingredients that I needed for the quest chain. Then this and that, yeah, a little bit more to do. Okay, so let's just do this. If in case it was a little bit lagging right now, I tried my third screen, but the connection, the adapter cable is not working. So 1 second. Hey, what's up? Yeah.
Plans cancelled. I'm back here.
Plans cancelled. Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm back here.
I'm on flight towards Stormwind, turning in the Nefet. I wanted to exchange the bracers, the T2 ones, not Tier 1.
Are you gonna
And then I
become
wanted to
possible after that? What do they give you?
It's just for the DPS gear. Swapping those. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
4,100 left, right?
Yeah.
And after that, what happens? What kind of questing is that? What do you need to do?
One quest is in Blackwing Lair. Valestras gives the quest to kill Nefarian, that's the red scepter. That's one of those. How many is this? One of those 3 that's done. The other ones I don't know exactly, but the blue one involves those Chimerox in Ferrar's Island. So that's definitely group stuff. And then there are some that require actually raid mobs. But also a little bit of materials, but that should be not too much of a problem because the price is a bit Arcanite bars and I got 60 or 70 or something now. So yeah.
So you're saying basically our goal is to get 4,100 before Sunday?
Or if you want to. Nah, if we do it before Sunday, I need to do 700 reputation more because 350 more because I'm doing tomorrow more IQ20, right? And then that idea is till Sunday, so I don't expect it to be able to be done till Sunday. Next week, yes, no problem. That we can do that.
So technically, this week we don't get this done, but we are ready. So then next week we do BWL quest, and then we have 1 week to beat everything to get you to the point where you enter 8040, right?
Yeah, normally that's possible in a week, yes. But there are still a few raid bosses in addition to that, right? So it might be possible, yes. He will do it back then in a week. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, in that case, we have about 1 week to finish the fragments.
Yeah, if we have it till Sunday to finish fragments, next Sunday, not this one. What's this? I mean, ring looks amazing. 48. What's 48 attack power? 3.4 DPS.
I'm not quite sure, like, in general, in our raids, do Warlock even have any idea what they are doing? Curse of Recklessness
I have no idea if it's...
reduces the armor of the target by 640, but at the same time, it does it at the cost of increasing the target's attack power.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. They get 8 more DPS.
Then you have to, like, understand that increasing the target's melee attack power is not merely like DPS increase. It's a huge spike in general variance of the mob's
obviously crits and
damage
stuff
that it can do per hit, which also implies that all of his skills that he possesses are also multiplied by that modifier of attack power. Hence,
I don't think so.
the bosses,
most boss
such
skills
as
aren't physical. And
such as what is it called, Broodlord, Lashlayer, right?
Yeah, that one is
They
physical.
get all those benefits from that extra attack power on all of those abilities, except like the blast wave. Obviously, that's fire damage.
I don't think that's too much of an issue. We have to deal with it.
Well, I have statistical proof of the significance of the impact of demoralizing shout being applied on the bosses and trash mobs compared to demoralizing shout with the talent for improved shouts 5 out of 5, and compared to no demoralizing shout, and the difference is so drastic. It was like hard for me to believe that I wasn't so obsessed before with using demoralizing shout every time there's
so
like an opportunity.
One question, what does demoralizing shout do exactly?
Reduces the target's attack power by 146.
Okay, so
one example of how it actually impacts things. Say the boss does 2,500 damage to 3,500 damage per hit. Random value between these two numbers, right? When you apply demoralizing shouts, this value becomes like 1,700 to 2,300.
the problem is, which logs do you compare there?
Come again?
you looking at values, right? That were you gathered by actually doing the bosses, right?
Which values? No, I have an addon that is based on Super WoW extension
Mm-hmm.
that allows me to see every mob's details, as in how much armor it has, its attack speed, and damage variance, which is like the range of what they can do.
So you're looking at Lash Layer, for example. Lash Layer, and it says 27236 as base damage, right?
I'm not sure how much it has base, but the point I'm bringing up here is that every bit of attack power matters for these NPCs because the formula they use is different. It's different in a way that um, their base attack number, like how much they can do from auto attack, is multiplied by the amount of like attack power by some coefficient. And that amount of attack power can be reduced by up to 30%, I think.
They gain 90 attack power. Is that correctly? No, that's rank 4. That there seems to be a bigger one. If you say it's 900 less armor. Or how much armor did you say?
600, 650 less armor.
640. Yeah, then that's the max rank. 90 more attack power.
Yeah, and 90 more attack power is a lot
I don't
for
think
some
so.
bosses, which are
Six and a
actually
half
like completely
DPS.
physical. So what I'm implying is that I think it must be announced so that people don't use this curse on such hard-hitting bosses because what happened on the like last run, I have zero fucking idea how that's even physically possible. I have like 9k HP and I went down to 0 HP within like 1 second or something
Yeah,
like
red one. What was that Lash Layer?
yes.
Okay.
I'm
Then
pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure that was before my discovery, obviously, of demoralizing shout impact. So I don't think he was demo shouted, and he probably had that curse as well,
so
which
let's do it like
only
this. You
improves his
could do it
damage.
demo shot on this target next time, then it's plus minus. It's even less attack power on him
Um,
than default.
it's also I've also tested with Warlock Pet that also like reduces the enemy's attack power uh, to a certain amount. But they do not stack, but not for the reason they do not stack naturally, but it's because demoralizing shout alone of rank 5, I mean 5 out of 5 talents into
Mhm.
improved shouts, it enables you to reach the reduction cap for melee attack power for NPCs. Like if you use the pet's ability to reduce attack power further, it doesn't work. But if I don't have the talent and the pet attacks, then these two combine actually to reach that
So,
minimum number.
do you know what pet that is?
It's Fell Hunter.
Okay, so that's actually used pretty often, right?
No, Fell Hunters are never used in raiding environment, but there is
What?
another
Ah,
option,
Fell Hunter. That's this pet
the
thingy
dog.
with like basically the circling, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I think there is an option of reaching this with another combination, which is a Screech from Hunter's Pet and Demoralizing Shout. I cannot
Hmm.
be sure if they stack or no, because I tested on normal NPCs and it didn't stack, but I tested on a low level NPCs, and apparently they have like too little attack power, which is like covered by Demo Shout alone. I will try to test it in the raid environment and find out if it stacks with Hunter's Pet, and then I will like try to organize it with one of the hunters. I talked to Bassman as well. It's the merger hunter from Square One. I already assigned him the responsibility of bringing his own sand and making sure the other hunters have sand, so that their duty can actually be like fulfilled.
They had 5 sand last time on Sunday.
And as well as him making the calls and organizing.
Yeah, that's really good to have someone doing train shot rotation.
Also, we briefly talked about the like assigning the responsibility of pulling the trash mobs to one hunter, which is like usually present, so that he knows how to do it well. And like we never have situations where we overpull because like
that's really not good. Yeah.
I mean, from what I've understood, he aims to always be in the raid for like 100% attendance, but his main problem is like one raid day and like very long hours during the raid time.
Yeah.
But I mean, for now it's okay for him. But he said like if it becomes a burden for me, like if I don't have time on Sundays again, that would be troublesome. And that's the situation for quite some people as well from Square One.
What's on your mind?
Like I've been just trying to get some insight how people like it.
Yeah. I feel like this recklessness debuff is really strong for damage output.
The extra armor reduction is great. I cannot doubt it. However, it must be applied during cases where it doesn't actually lead to some unnecessary consequences. Surely, like you can use it on the drakes, like they don't hit hard at all. On Cremagius, I wouldn't recommend using that because this boss is like 99% physical. He's just like he has a very frequent attack timer and he does a lot of damage. Nefarian doesn't hit hard in particular as well, but once again, who knows what if we have like warrior class call and I'm stuck in berserker stance, and what we gonna make the boss do even more damage? That's not good.
I feel like people back in the day always had the recklessness debuff from of the warlocks on basically all bosses because it's so much of a damage increase, and they had 16 debuffs only, and it was one of the most important ones they were going for. So I don't think skipping that is a good idea.
Well, we'll figure it out, but for hard-hitting bosses, definitely shouldn't be applied. Like that was fucking obvious from the last attempt on third boss. That's just not working.
My 6.5 DPS, but still, I don't see this. The problem that I see is right. This guy says, like Nefarian has 3.8 to 5k default damage. You gain 6. He gains 16 damage. Wait, 3844 to 5096 divided by 2. The average is 4470, and you give him 16 more damage. Is that really that much of an difference? He gains 0.3.5% more damage. Not even a single percentage point of more damage. And that's why you don't want to use the buff. While every DPS melee gets like 2 to 3% more damage of this. That seems to be not the correct decision to skip that.
Oh my god, I'm locked out for instances. Fuck's sake. I've been grinding on my mage. I don't know how else I can show them. There is nothing hard hitting over in Stormwind, right?
If you can target the boss installment, maybe.
I cannot apply Demo Shout to him.
Yeah, that's true.
There is nothing hard hitting here as well, right? Oh, I need to get a new rune, right?
Yeah, probably.
And then there will be that mini boss, or no, not mini boss, it's actually but like a big boss. I don't know if you can attack it. Is
Wait,
that big dragon
down?
over here?
Yeah, that's the one that will get neutral once I hit neutral. That's the quest giver for one of the parts. I think. No, he's up at the entrance. He wasn't down there.
Yeah, this guy. But yeah, I don't really want to aggro him, I don't think. He can survive this encounter. When I reach Silithus, I don't know, I can show it probably on the hives. It's gonna take time. But yeah, it would be nice if we could bring a warlock. Oh, wait. Gypsy's there.
Oh, grabbing this quest stuff. And then going to Silthus. That's 4. Then I've got 34k. Yeah, less than 6. Oh, that's that big one. Okay, that's the quest done. Thought it's 2 more turns, but it's not.
Maybe there's those bosses in near Cenarian Hold, which you summon here for the quest, the calling.
What can I do for you?
Now also one more thing with damage taken, right? Consecration. If you stand in it, makes you take 5% less. Obviously,
Yeah.
like Nefarian, it's hard to make this happen. But all other bosses should be no problem.
Well, you can see when he's gonna breathe, and you can run in and do consecration whenever, like 5 seconds before it happens. Because
Problem is I don't
consecration
get
stays for
fear
a while.
ward, so I can maybe run in circles as well while he's breathing, right? That's why this is the only one that I see is a bit tricky.
Yes, true with the fear.
I mean, I got the shield now that makes me... Did I get the shield? Yeah, here. That I can use for 15 seconds fear immunity.
But once again, if I'm stuck in Berserker stance, that's the only thing that can save me, honestly. Because it makes you receive 30% more damage and then 10% more damage from Berserker. Shadow Flame is fucking obliterating, like 7.5 thousand, something like that.
Times 1.3 times 1.1 7,150 here. A bit much. Maybe we should
I somehow managed
that thing.
I somehow managed to survive like a few Shadow Flames like that, but definitely requires like correct pre-shielding from priests and stuff like that to make that happen. I also figured this trinket, life-giving gem, is absolutely useless, obviously, if you just wear it, and because you just lose stats. And
Yeah,
this gives
you can
nothing.
pre-port this for pulls.
But you can
that's it.
pre-pop this on pools and then switch to the trinket immediately, and the buff stays. I thought it's gonna disappear. Like
There's
with,
also some health
damage
section of this, right? Regen. Is there some regen part of it?
it heals for yourself for 15%, but that's like pointless.
Is it over time?
No, immediately.
Okay.
So on press of the button.
Okay. Because some people use this with heal gear. I think that is not the same functionality as it was in Blitz Classic, because Blitz Classic I think was over time healing, and people just grabbed some heal gear with a few hundred willpower, and then they got hot on themselves. That was pretty strong.
Greetings. What brings you here? How may I help?
Those mini bosses are not here.
Can you light your path? Goddess, watch over you. Good luck, friend. Can I assist you? Ishnu Allah. Till next we meet. How may I help? Can I assist you? Can you light your path? Goddess, watch over you. What brings you here? Hello. I am honored. What brings you here? Ishnu Allah. Be careful. Hello. Goddess, watch over you. May the stars guide you.
Yeah, so right now 9,000 or a little bit less than 9,000 rep. 8,900. Yeah, but that works.
What's happening with tips? Ah, he was writing on party chat, what the fuck?
Bro, what's going on with that stun? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, these are not fun to grind.
Aha. Yes, he needs the same mob. Which kind of mob? Ah, I should spawn soon. This one. The elite. And it's gone.
Light keeper.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Oh. Alright, lexicon. Yeah, that's this stuff.
Wait, don't pull that guy.
Now he's moving. Okay.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still charging.
That's these.
And that's only a mob with 500 to 700 damage. And you see a difference in 60 damage that it can do on average mob.
Problem with this is, do you actually get those values on damage now?
And then if I apply demoralizing shout on top of that curse, it goes down a bit,
Okay.
but it's still much higher than it would be without the curse.
Not really. I mean, yeah, if you add demo shout and without curse, yeah, that's true. But demo
Well,
shout
look
removes it.
look what it becomes without the. This is just demo shout, and this guy had even higher AP, like 20 more damage on average. And then with demo shout 5 out of 5, there's gonna be even less damage that it does. And then imagine if that's a mob that does like 2.5k to 3.5k. How much difference that does. %30 less
1.5 second
on a scale where it's 3,000 damage, not 500 damage. Do you understand how much that is?
The problem is that those values shouldn't be correct, can't be correct, because it's 90 attack power and it's 2.5 seconds
I
swing
told
timer.
you everything here aligns and correct according to the formulas which this game is based on. And the formulas are, as I said, your attack power multiplied by certain coefficient multiplied by the mob's base attack damage. It has like a built-in damage value that it does from
Okay.
auto attack that doesn't correlate like with attack power anyhow. This is just straight up how much it does, even if it has like 0 attack power left. And their total damage output is the sum of these. The attack power by coefficient and their base attack power. If the mob has 0 attack power, it's just his base attack like damage left. That's how it works. Like I already figured out how that, because like that's exactly how it works from the tests that I've conducted, and I've done enough testing. So I've assigned this duty of demo shouting to Humonk,
Yeah.
because he's the only warrior who has the talent with 5 out of 5 demo shout, like improved
The druid
shouts.
ones is weaker.
Come again?
The ones from the druids, from the bears, is that weaker?
I'm not sure, but Alu is not always tanking. Right?
That's true.
That's not always an option. Whereas with the human, he's a melee. He always should be there, like no problem. So that's basically what I wanted to show you with the numbers. Hence, you can understand that like attack power for normal people, for players, this is actually not that big of a deal if you get like 50 more attack power, but for NPCs that's completely different.
I need a target.
What are we doing in this hive? This is the most dogshit hive. Let's go to where I
I
was
would
grinding.
just kill a few mobs.
Do you have
Which
like
one?
quests here?
Which one do
or-
you want to? Yeah, tunnelers, but I can do that alone. Which one do you need? Do you feel like it's better?
I mean, the one I was doing with Zen is so far the highest amount of
Okay, which
like,
one?
carapace fragments. It's none of the hives. It's around Cenarion Hold.
Ah, in the
You
south.
kill-
Okay,
You kill the swarmers.
Stinger swarmers. Okay. Yeah,
They have the lowest HP. They have the lowest damage. They have the lowest
that's
level,
true. Yeah.
and they drop the same amount of fragments.
That's why people do this probably then. It's okay. I still have a quest for stingers too. That works.
And how we were doing that is we pull the entirety of this section around this huge swarming mountain
Mm-hmm.
with demoralizing shout plus piercing howl to just slow them down. And then by the time I made a lap around this thing, I was able to generate enough threat to where wait, they're still on me. I'm dying.
Yeah, I only did rank 1 cons for pulling. Why do you fear?
Because I'm dying.
Yeah, I gave you Bob.
That spell isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Can you give me salvation?
Yeah.
It's gonna help a lot. Wait, don't tell me you don't have any food.
No, I have nothing.
Oh, go get some food then. It's not gonna go anywhere if we grind like
I
this.
am a bit slow with this. I mean, I could do smaller groups and then I don't need to eat something in between. There's a mage.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal with the damage. I will just announce it before the third boss because so far he's been the only problem where like physical damage is such a huge deal. And we will see how it goes without the curse.
Guy doesn't seem to read whisper chat at all.
I need to get closer.
But I mean, we were killing about 35 mobs at once or something like that. I gather like every single stinger swarm around there. Then we just kill it and AFK like 5 minutes. And it was like, I don't know, over 50 fragments each pool.
Each mob is, I think, 2 average.
1 to 3 and like 2 average, right? And so it's over 50 fragments every pool. Just takes a while to gather everything to make a lab on foot. Does this shit work
I think so.
on bosses?
Not sure if you can use it in bosses.
That spell
Was it
isn't
for
ready
part of a quest and it's only limited to
Cast that yet.
a certain mob, or
That's still recharging.
because I have no idea. It's always these items that you get and you never use, right?
That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
So what I read here is 3 battle points in demo shout. Reduce boss attack power normally to 0. But if you have the demo shout thing, you should do 5 or 5 on improved demo.
Well, Huonk has the full talent, but unfortunately I physically cannot have this talent on my tree as protest.
Yeah,
Just never happens. I have to be like Fury tank in that case.
yeah, and you shouldn't use that because it's low threat, right?
Not ready.
And you waste a GCD for threat, right?
Yeah.
You
That's the
generate
main
70 threat with that button just to reduce their like damage output. I mean, it's amazing to press on huge AoE pools, obviously, but
Yeah,
That spell isn't ready yet.
helps a little bit.
single target, that's not good.
I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't cast
I mean,
that yet.
until that day where I actually like decided to dig in and like completely analyze this information with the Demo Shout, I had no idea it was that powerful in Classic. When you use Demo Shout on Onyxia, its damage becomes so low, it feels like a trash mob attacking you. And you just mainly worry about like fire breath Nothing else damages you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously with the talent. Without the talent, it's not as powerful. Why are we coming back this way? Stuff is not
On the other side,
respawned.
aren't there more?
Yeah, there are plenty. You can go around this mountain, and they're gonna be like keep respawning, and you always have enough.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
I mean, what this whole thing is about is you want to have a way to trivialize the boss fights. If you had a hunter do Scorpion Sting on the boss, reduces physical damage by 4%, attack speed by 20%. You have Demo Shout 5 out of 5 on the boss. You have
That's still recharging.
that other thing. I'm not sure if it applies. This Whale of Banshee. And then
Insect
imagine
swarm.
insect swarm, and then imagine your tank is like a fury, and it just pumps immense amount of threat, but it's squishy. And then you're not squishy anymore because all this stuff is being constantly applied to the boss. So DPS actually like don't have to hold anything, right? They just go full ham on the boss. That's one way to look at it. I mean, it's not really necessary all this stuff for bosses where like just wearing a shield is enough, and
I
that's
feel
the
like
case for the
those
WoW.
skills like insect swarm
I can't
and the
cast
hunter
that
thing
yet.
should be on there all the time,
It's
yeah?
too far away.
Because
And
that's
I mean,
like
we don't usually use Scorpion Sting. Hunters usually use not Viper.
that
The
poison thing, right?
yes, the Serpent Sting,
That one, yeah.
because it's like a DPS increase once again, but
Mm.
it isn't that big of an increase, honestly.
Yeah, they got in the higher rank with the AK20, right? It's But yeah, I don't have the idea how much it is.
Although I'm not like that big of a fan of decreasing the mob's attack speed, it means I will have less rage because they never attack me.
And if
That's
they
another
don't
problem.
hit you also don't get anything, right? Technically.
That makes me rely more on the rage I get from my own hits, like just auto-attacking, but
Yeah.
that's not very reliable when like you're facing the boss, you have parries, dodges, misses, too much stuff.
But yeah, let's talk about us finishing this quest. Should we actually hop into AK-40 for 1 or 2 bosses then? Once it's done at the end of the raid time? Or should we just, once we feel like we should, go into AK-40 to a full raid day progression, go in, beat it, and then beat it up and add the other stuff again?
Whenever we have enough, if we have enough time during the raid day,
Last
should
time
we
we had
spend the
technically like a little bit left, right?
yeah 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh, the first 2 bosses, what do we even get there?
Oh, the first one can drop the weapon, but you can only turn it in once you got to the last one. Second boss, Bug Trio, is optional. I don't think that's a good one to go for next. Because it's also pretty tough, to be honest.
That's
Third
armor.
one is absolutely free, Satura. I mean, no, that's a bit overstatement. It's pretty free, preload, to be honest. You just need the tanks, the stuns, and people with hordes on the outside, and it's pretty good. And also this guy can also drop the quest item for the weapons. Then there's the suppression room, then we go to Pancras, same thing, weapons 4% drop rate. Then Visitors, the first one with the set pieces.
Yeah, but
Visitors is
problem with
also optional. Princess should be pretty free. Because we have the Bar of Peasant Caller, probably. I mean, yeah.
problem with armaments is that I think like everyone is gonna need on those.
Yeah, well, on the German raid group, we didn't have that many SRs on those. Or, let's be honest, we probably had, but we did 4 months, so no problem in getting your item. If you wanted it, you got it pretty early on. And even our Paladin, who's like kind of weirdly equipped, got it now.
The shield is quite
Yeah,
a big deal from
that's
AK-40,
yeah,
but nothing else, I think.
that's the one. Ton of block value, good amount of stamina, right? And an armor upgrade again.
You lose some block value, like 5 block value or something, but you get stamina, 1 more block percent, and 1
Yeah,
more
it's
percent.
15 less on the green text, but 7 more, green more on the normal one, so 7 less block value, 1 more defense, 1 more block chance, and 20 stamina. Obviously big deal.
It's mostly because of the armor.
Oh yeah. 400 more.
Then second boss is the finger drop or whatever. Honestly,
Yeah,
not that big.
yeah, dodge that one. Yeah.
Oh, hands with the nature resistance. These are better than the ones I have for nature resistance.
Which boss? Which item?
Bug family.
Ah, the plate one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. But that's them. That's the easier one. Yes. That's actually the easier one. Killing them last. That's the one you start off with if you go in there. Also, this fight again is amazing for druids. You just weave in and out of the range of this Yauj, however you want to pronounce this, of the mother. Let's all call it like this, because of the fear. That guy, that mob is really annoying.
It's still recharging.
And then we just don't get fear as druid here on this fight.
Recharging. I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet.
As a blacksmith, don't you have the trinket that removes, gives you immunity to fear for 30 seconds?
I can't cast that yet.
Trinket blacksmith. What are you talking about?
Oh, the one, the insignia that you get for completing Armorsmith questline, I think.
That's not a fear ward. That trinket summons epic level 55 weapon or something, item level. Pretty sure that was this, and it had a 3-hour cooldown to summon, and it was amazing weapon, one-hand weapon mace that I used all the time while leveling.
That's
That
still
trinket.
recharging.
Yeah, I recall that, but there was the trinket that gives you like resistance to every type of magic a bit and immunity to fear for 30 seconds.
Let me check. If it's that obvious, I should be able to find it. Armor, miss, trinkets. I should be in this range.
Glimmering Mithril Insignia. Is that the thing? Yeah, that's the thing. Glimmering Mithril Insignia. Quests Paladin, Rogue, Warrior. These 3 classes. Can equip it.
I have a suspicion that I probably don't have this item. Yep, don't have this item.
Well, 30 seconds is quite a lot.
That's 2 fear cycles on the bosses, right?
I mean, that's just enough for the case where, like,
That ability isn't ready.
you need to survive through the warrior class call.
Yeah, I got the shield for this, to be honest. It's 15 seconds only, but yeah. I have no idea what's the cooldown on it. Should I try out, right?
Which one? On the shield?
And I can just equip this in the fight, and I can switch it off to the regular tanking shield for phase 3 or for last phase in the Nefarian fight. So 15-minute cooldown, okay. That's a bit much.
That ability isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
You mean on this Sunday? Like showing up to AK40?
No, I meant once we got this quest completed. And overall, how should we do this?
So you mean on Sunday? The next Sunday, right?
We're trying to get the reputation grind done till next one, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And then I need that Sunday for the red scepter, and probably a week or two for the last two scepter parts. It's possible to do this in 1 week, yes, but it's a little bit. There's like a relatively long quest showing on a few of those things, and definitely need
I need to get closer.
more or less a raid group to do this on some of the mobs. I remember one in Duskwood that was pretty tough. I just meant once the quest is done. Do we hop in bosses at a time, or do we go for full clear first?
That's still recharging.
Because yeah, bosses at a time works, but the problem with the soft reserve is it's not really.
Well, we have to go for
Full clear, right?
on that week where we plan to do that. We have to do MC on Wednesday or Friday, so that we have enough time to do just BWL and then immediately go to AK40.
No, I would just go AK40 first then.
But then what about BWL? What if we wipe
whatever.
there for just 4 hours?
Then okay, we just have no black blade that week, or you can go grab it random somewhere. Because that's after 4 clears guaranteed.
I wouldn't say that's a good idea. But at least the content that is on grind should be on grind like that. And
That's not an option for the.
That yet.
for all raids in the future. Once we do Nux, that we have to drop stuff of one of those 14 mans. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's obvious, but we will drop BWL because that's
Yeah.
like the least important raid for people.
Uh,
But for
that's-
now, whereas like we are getting some important gear,
I would
so
just
for me,
say
Raidday-
the more go during the week, yes, and just don't just focus on actually getting this.
I mean, how come we don't have time to clear BWL and AQ40 in like 5 hours? Like that's
I think that's possible, yes, but I would set up start in AQ40 to make sure that AQ40 gets cleared immediately, and then we are faster the next time.
It's too far away.
I mean, AQ40 is really not that long if you skip a lot, but
Out of
I
range.
would probably want to the first one run in there with basically all trash, just to show how insane that trash is, and to maybe get one of those strong trash items immediately, and then just skip it afterwards.
Can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
You know what? We can just we'll just have
Hmm?
I'm out of range.
yeah. Sorry, I had to finish my chunk of food.
Yeah, I noticed.
We just
I need to get closer.
skip that like nasty part of the trash in BWL in the spots after clearing AQ40, and we save like 30 minutes ourselves.
Yeah, that's obvious. That's a doable thing. Yes. Yeah. Still have 70 hourglass sand on me. I mean, how much do you need? 2 tanks, 10, 8 heals. It's 40, so 50 plus 2 per person. It's no problem. I mean, once we do this full run, right? This AQ40 opening the first run there, then yes, we can skip it, no problem. And then afterwards we can look how this works timing wise. And obviously in AQ40 itself, once you skip the trash, it's so damn fast. You just need 2 of the big guys, and then no of the trash group, none of the trash groups after Twin Emperors. You just skip everything. You don't need a single mob there.
I need to get
That's
closer.
so fast on Turtle WoW.
I need to get closer. Retspec isn't ready yet. recharging.
Like I just pulled one of those NPCs. Scorpions.
I just ran into your consecration.
For how many hours did you do this?
Quite some time. But so far, adding the mage into the comp is the best.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, okay. Damn, is that slow today? My connection is so bad. The upload that I started like 4 hours ago is nearly done. Okay, let's say one of those is done, and of like 7 who are still going. It's so weird, right? How can you design a connection like a router, right? That just dies of heat death on because they didn't put any air circulation in there. Like, what the hell? I got the normal table, it's like a normal fan in front of it, blowing air on it. I got the window down, blinds down, window closed, blinds down in that room. I mean, still getting like no upload rate, like less than 10k bandwidth, 10 megabits. Yeah, especially during the hot days. And now it's just not doing anything, that thing.
How hot does it usually get during the last years in Germany on like summer?
Outside or like in my room?
Your room is like better description because you know it's like in the sun, in the shade. Like
My room is evening side, evening sun, right? So I get it really a lot. But yeah, outside it's 36 Celsius. Don't know how much this is in the other stuff, but yeah, something in that range. Let me check right now. What the information is. Oh, it's supposedly only 28 degrees outside. Yeah, but it's already like... Nah. I don't believe that. But that's just Windows information about the temperature. I have no idea. Oh yeah, that's good. My salvation. Okay, now it shows. That's quite good. Yeah, it shows. Actually, it's supposed to be 28 degrees right now.
in your room,
No, outside. In my room, it's like 40.
40.
Yeah, probably.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm just. Nah, probably not that much. But how am I supposed to calculate this?
Well, I have a thermostat
Ah.
in my other room.
That's still recharging. I'm out of range.
I mean, I was kind of used to hot summers and stuff, but I think it's gotten worse because of the we have a like gap in the roof where like birds got in, and I mean, now it's quiet again, but at the beginning of the year there was a bird in my roof. I don't know where, but somewhere over here, directly above. So it's so annoying. We should fix this.
Nah, man. Even during the hottest of the hottest days that's been recently happening due to the global warming and stuff. I mean, summers in Ukraine became quite extreme, with the climate reminding you more of like a fucking desert or something. When it's like extremely cold at night and during
Oh,
the
yeah.
day it's scorching heat. Like it's
If
never
we
been
have
like that.
This high pressure stuff where the weather is there's no clouds and everything. It cools down like starting at 2-3 a.m. or something. It starts to cool down really fast, and at 5 a.m. it's so damn cold. That's the time where you can sleep really good then. During the summer, if there's clouds around you, you have 30 degrees or like 28, 25 outside all night. It's insane. You can't, and it's not cooling down at all. That's why I think I'll get myself an AC unit. But the problem is, if I put the AC in my room, I think my room. I'm not sure if something about the PC. No, it's not that hot right now. Well, actually, it is pretty warm. But I don't think the connection issue is because of the PC, but more like because of the router, right? That's doing the heat death stuff. Just
Obviously, yeah.
and I mean, it wasn't that bad last I checked today, but yeah, if the thing is, it's just, yeah, I mean, and it's like these things are like not property of the person that's using them, right? So I can't really just open it up and put like a PC cooler in front of it or something. That would be maybe an option, but actually not. That's not a thing. I could call them up and like let them send me a replacement and just send the old one back, and maybe that one holds up a little bit longer. But to be honest, like 2 years ago, I had that thing, but the thing I had before, like the physical unit, actually go destroy itself completely, really. Then I noticed that the reason, and then I put a fan in front of it, and now it's like okay-ish. But yeah, I mean, download is not throttled at all. I still have the 500 something megabits, but the upload just doesn't work. that segment in that router just throttles once it gets warm.
I'm out of range.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, there's fan on it, but yeah, obviously I'm only cooling the surface with that, which isn't that bad. I'm more the heat on the surface, but yeah. Latest check, I had 4 megabits upload, but let me check again. Yesterday's AQ20 run, which wasn't that long, right, is 11% away from being uploaded. I plan to have this done at 4 PM. No, it's 2.5 hours later. But yeah, I think I'll get like...
I don't have a target.
It should be like 550 something megabits upload. It's like averaged out probably like 4 right now. Or less probably, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still uploading stuff, so I can't really be certain about those numbers. Yeah, that's why no streams.
That spell isn't ready yet.
And then the idea of buying an AC, right? But it's gonna be like not like a room thingy then, not the house obviously. So still not a good idea for the router being in a different room. And I can't really move into that room with my PC. This is like next to the bedroom of my mom. So
Yeah, makes sense.
not a good option. Because if I play Counter-Strike, it's getting loud. Or if someone wipes really badly. I mean, that AQ-40 was nice. How insanely brain dead can people be? Like this one priest was not stacking once in AK-40. Catched everything single charge. Okay, that's not true. The last two groups he managed actually to go in. Osirion, people were kiting the mob, the boss basically away from the pylon because they were standing on the opposite direction, right, and pushing damage, and then tank gets into that in that cyclone, and then boss turns around and goes away from the target, and we nearly rewiped this because the boss got aggro, hit one hit with aggro, and I got the pylon off in time, and the boss came back in time to get the buff, but really just about. So really insane. It's really good to see how bad some people are doing in this thing. But actually finding the group was like, Alu said, or you said, can you find an AK-20? I was looking in world chat, there's one. So it was fast. And they were doing it with 3 heals, 2 tanks, and the damage was really slow. And also one thing, right, the boss was nearly dead, but they decided to kill him instead of moving 10 more steps to the next pylon. Like, or okay, 30 yards to the next pylon, right? At the spot, but like 1 more second and the enrage would be up again, right? So the buff would be gone again. It's so bad. And the crossbow dropped. But yeah.
Crossbow drop?
Hmm.
Yeah, never seen it drop since that day. I got it after like 2.5 months. During like the hottest days, it's about 35 degrees in my room, 36, because I'm on like morning side plus day side, and like even in the evening it's still like hits the one side of my room. It's so bad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I got a fan in my room, like that's like blowing air around, but it's not doing much obviously. It's just a air mover. So that doesn't help with the actual like component temperature, which is an important bit, right? At least not much, I mean.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still charging.
61% on this damn upload. How big is this spider? Holy shit. Can't be that insane. Okay, it's that's why, yeah, right. I forgot I set the quality to 4K again. 8.3 gigabytes, 60% done. So like 5 gigabytes still. Another one, the World of Warcraft 1, 10% still. How big is this? Only 5.6. 10%, so half a gig. So like 5 or something still in upload. But yeah, normally this would be 100 seconds. What? No, 5 gigs is 50. It's 5k megabytes, right? Oh no, it's megabits, right? Megabits, 50 megabits divided by the 6.25 megabytes. So this divided by 6.25 would be 800 seconds. That's 13 minutes. Yeah, that would be no problem. 30 minutes for 5 gigabytes. No. Yeah, 30 minutes for 5 gigabytes would be no problem. But right now it's like probably. Yeah, I can check. No, probably can't check because I've got to go like in 40 minutes for the German raid. I don't think it's that fast. Yeah, it shows 5.9. So 130 minutes. 2 hours for 5 gigs. What the hell? Am I getting attacked by this guy or is he attacking our mobs? Oh, he's attacking our mobs.
He's just using fairy fire.
Yeah, it looked like he was attacking.
No, none of us are PvP tagged, so.
But he is. So he could just go bash. Ah, he wants to get in here. No, let him do it. What the hell is that group there?
Oh my.
I'm out of range.
The Scourge.
It's a lot of players.
How many fragments did you loot so far?
Oh, not much.
Because you looted a few at the
Mostly been giving them up to you. I got 55 on me.
Oh. So let's do it like this. 3800. 28 more, but yeah, whatever.
But so far, the best combo has been with Cloud Strike and Zen. If I get those two together, I mean,
Yeah, I totally get that.
that's just like 400 plus fragments per hour.
Hmm.
Maybe Iritho will be able to organize a group of his own.
Wait, what? Is Bobo Lovak that hunter? I think that's the one who was in Tel Aviv all the time, standing in a spot where no mob is patrolling to. Just waiting AFK for Lotus to spawn, basically. He's standing in the middle of respawns, right? And then just... Oh, he's every time that thing spawns, he moves over because he probably picked them the last one too, so he knows the respawns, the respawn times.
Don't they have like a randomized
I have no idea.
timer
I
for
have
like
no
Black Lotus?
I think they don't, but they share. It can only spawn in one of 3 spots at the same time, something like this. Maybe. The same with the ores. They are more spawn options than actual spawns, right? So I'm not sure if that's the same with herbs, but it's like on ores definitely. Like there are more spawn options than actual allowed spawns. Let's call it like this. Okay, so 50 more than I got the next 100 together. Oh wait, I'm still running around with this different shield. What the hell?
Yeah, these mobs don't really hit that hard.
Ah, it's still useful. The shield has nothing, right? It's just stat thing. This one is more block fair chance, block value and everything, right? Oh. Hey, 90% on that one. Oh my god. Are they actually attacking those guys, or what are they doing? It seems like it, right? No? Maybe they're looking for stingers, because they are doing the kill quest for... Yeah, they're looking for stingers for the kill quest. For this guy. Because there's no kill quest for swarmers, only for stingers. Should we go north? Into that hive?
Yeah, we
Just-
can. I'm just hoping to get at least something on Sunday. Mace or scarab or maybe something interesting from Molten Core. Still never got a Curia.
I still need the leg piece for the set piece set, right? The tier 2 from the World Core. So
Ah, Ragnaros one?
yeah, it's just not dropping.
Oh, that's so bad.
I mean, I didn't have it on soft reserve all the time, you know, in Modern Core, but to be honest, I didn't have. Did we even get one? Maybe Aranya got one, right? I think that's all. So sucks, but yeah. I one of the Paladins in the German group, I think, posted like a while ago, like a few weeks ago, or recently, I don't know exactly. Like he went 1 year of Moncore for this damn leg piece. That's
Yeah, I mean, the chance is not that much different from a binding, honestly.
it's
11%.
11%. The problem is, I want all three sets completed, right? I mean, on other items it's not that bad, but I mean bracers. I got all bracers. I got all chest pieces. Right, yeah, there's the chest piece. I got all helmets. Yeah. I got all gloves. I got one belt. And no boots. One belt, no boots, one shoulder. So only those selected ones of tier 1. I just don't have that much. And yeah, tier 2, no, don't even ask me. No leg piece, no belt.
Belt is Veilstra's, right?
Yeah, that's the best one. One of the best ones, to be honest. I think we got one so far with the belts, but also went to someone else. Maybe for all. I don't think so, because I had it on the server every time, right?
Can't
At
cast
the beginning.
that yet.
That's tricky. But yeah, tier 2 helmets, obviously Onyxia, that I got that done in like 2 weeks. But the leg piece is just not the thing. I think they should get back to like having 4 set pieces dropped. That was a bug or like a situation for a while where there were 2 set pieces for Alliance and 2 for Horde in the bosses. So you had to swap the loot master and then the different guy could distribute the other ones, but yeah. It's just I know it's not really classic, but like back in the day, like Burning Crusade, also the bosses of lower rates dropped more loot, not more set pieces after a while. Like the Karazhan bosses dropped at the beginning only 1 set piece. Once the next raid here was released, they dropped 2. Next one 3, right? But yeah, it's a bit tricky. I totally get that this is not really the way Classic works, and I also don't mind doing the raid for quite some time, but it's getting annoying, that's all.
That's still recharging.
Honestly, I don't even know why Thunder Fury is such a big deal with like single target. I don't feel it's gonna be that much of a difference. I saw like plenty of people on these like world bosses having much better weapons than me, including Thunder Fury, and they're like somehow not particularly like strong with generating threat, even though they are like main tanking the boss. I don't know where.
Oh wait, we need to move a bit. Defenders below ground again.
Can't cast that yet.
That guy will reset.
That's still recharging.
I don't know where this fuss is coming about from, like regarding Thunder Fury and its hype. Maybe like hitting 5 targets with this like 2 Sunders or something like that value, it's pretty cool, but for a single target it's not that big. I feel skill on swords is much more important for warrior,
I can't cast that.
and you're not getting any with Thunder Fury.
The gloves, 20 first boss, they have +5 weapon sword skill.
The claws from
That's, I think,
Oro
yeah,
give
that's way better.
+6.
That's way better, the Oro ones, but they are pretty rare. In the 4 months of doing this, they dropped once for our pure tank. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Maybe it's just our luck, because we
Yeah,
had
but I mean,
the other glove with weapon skill, we had that like 6 times or 7. Or the plate gloves from Saturn with them for damage, they dropped like 10 times. I remember in Blitz Classic people doing AQ240 for a year for those.
Okay, I actually need to go now.
Ah, really? Okay.
Yeah, as I said, like plans changed, so like I had to go like later
No, okay, no problem.
instead of then immediately. Okay, I'll try to do some more of this grind maybe later today or tomorrow.
Thanks for the help. I got 1 turn in. Let's do this. I think I go south, hit some of the tunnelers, like I said in the other hive for the quest. Oh yeah, I got that.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yup. See ya. Okay, let's turn in this one.
What brings you
What? Okay, they are all
here? Peace
um,
be with you. Good
Dawn
luck.
tunnelers. It was stingers that I got finished. I think it's alright. Yeah. How many do I have now? No idea where it is. Too many.
Can I assist you? Good luck, friend.
Oh no, I put them in the bank, I guess. Did I? Yeah, I did that. 25 logistics. Yeah, that's... I'm not doing logistics now. Do I have the new logistics quest, actually? Yeah. No. Combat, combat, combat. What? Why don't I? Logistics. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've got to do that in the future, but not today. Let's focus on the reputation first, and then I'll do the other stuff. Nope, not here. I want to do reputation. Then it's an iron circle. Need this one. 20 logistics, 15, 7, and 5. So 30 plus 12, right? 42 of the attack combat badges. So I just need 22 more combat badges. Then I got all of those figured out. Then I need 3 for 2020, 47 logistics, 7 for 17, 20. Yeah, a lot. For the like tactical badges, and then the 2 special badges for the other piece. So that's the Reaver. That's that. There should be also spawn for... Oh no. For the tunneler over here, somewhere this direction. There's it. There it is. Got one. How many do I need? 16 tunnelers. Yeah, not able to finish this today, but at least I get some a little bit closer. Because yeah, I need a lot of combat badges, but like 22, right? But I'll probably focus on the Hive Ashi next. Once this tunneler quest is done, just grab the Hive Ashi quest and throw away the other ones. I got all quests done anyways of those. So 2,314 quests finished. So I need like that. I kind of lost the train of thought there because I got distracted by Discord. What did I want to say? Ah, yeah, quests. Yeah. Calculator, 2,800 is needed. Let's say 250 of those are event quests. 2, 3, 14, 236 till I can do the event quests, and I want to reach that basically around New Year's, the ability to do the event quests, because on January 1st the event quests reset, and at that point you gain you basically start from new with this counter towards the quest number of 2,800, and event quests will obviously reset too. Will count to this, and oh yeah, this guy was recently killed then. That one too, right? Oh, he's still up there. Okay, nice. He didn't go for that. That's weird. Yeah. But that's really not that much. 236 more quests. There are still probably like 30 quests in this zone here for me. And I got a decent amount of quests left on this island. Not all those that are shown there, but a decent amount. And I got 5 quests, or a bit more, like probably 10 with the dungeon quests in Desolars. Over here, I actually don't think there's much going on in Fararas for me. Yeah, same thing, but the race thing, I think, still is up. Just Wallow Marsh, I'm not sure. Key to Karazhan, oh yeah, need to grab that before Sunday. Get that quest done. All those quests that are pirate quests. There's a lot of quests in the world still. So I have no issue reaching the target of 2,800 probably. And because I'm kind of a completionist, my goal is not to finish at 2,800. I want to do all that I can. Some I lost the ability to do because I don't have mining. I don't have this. I don't have skinning. Just like the Fellwood has quests that you need to turn in those stuff for the salves. That's mining. I don't have that. Let's just go the other direction and wait for this guy to spawn. It's 5 minutes, right? He should be up pretty soon. Let's get just one of those normal guy. Oh yeah, I'm nearly at the next 200 mark. Let's just mark it already for Minia. 3K700 of those left then, basically. Till neutral. That's he sent me 2K today already. Like, oh, what he farmed yesterday today, so there it is. I guess that tunnel will be up. Got this, yeah. Spawn up more rep, that's really good how fast this is with the help of Minia. I wanted to do this slower, but yeah, I mean, we have the ability to move faster with the progression if once we have this done. Because I want to have the AQ for the opening done before going in there. So look at this, 65% upload done, 96, yeah, it's completely useless my upload speed.
That's still recharging.
And the problem is, I mean, dry ice would work maybe, technically.
I can't cast that yet.
For cooling, right? But normal ice won't, because that's not a good idea with electronics. Yeah, not getting my hands on dry ice here that easy.
That's still recharging.
The other option is putting a switch at that position where the router is now and moving the router somewhere else. But then we need to get the cable connection going to somewhere else, right? It's because it's like in central room in the house with the Ethernet cables going everywhere. Was a good decision to put it there, but yeah, there's really no. I'm not sure if it's really just a box, because my PC is also pretty hot, steamy. Not steamy. Just not. I mean, it's obviously World of Warcraft isn't that power power consuming and everything. That's pretty good.
That's still recharging.
But
That spell isn't ready.
I have a feeling that this might be also like the Ethernet adapter might also be limited, but I don't think so. It has to be that box. Because yeah, sometimes it goes up to full bandwidth on here without any issues, and then it goes down again. So there's no tunneler, right? Tunneler was on the other side. Yeah. Oh.
I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Okay, give me one more. Yeah, why not?
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Yeah, and even that's dropped off. Yeah.
That's still recharging.
Yeah. Also, one thing I noticed, my ping is pretty high now
That spell isn't ready.
compared to what it is normally. Like, shouldn't be that bad. Maybe it's just the server. Let me check. Or the ping. 7,000 players online. Yeah, maybe that's also a thing. 160 a day, a bit higher. The ping goes up. Yeah, it's less than 9k rep, 8.5k now. $8,500, right? Yeah, if I do 700 less, still not really works because of the 2 AQ20 runs is 700 rep, right? So. Oh yeah, look at the total amount is 8,500, right? 400, 22 talents, times 200, 4,400. And I got 200 here, so 4,200. If I don't do any AQ20s,
I'm out of range.
which I kind of expect tomorrow. Tomorrow one. Okay, so it's still Thursday for me, right? And
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet.
that one's down. I think I'll try to get one more. 18 tunnelers, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that once this grind is done, I'm doing Margaret Belkis. That's okay-ish for some gold on top, right? Yeah. This is for. Oh, it's down there, right at the end.
I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet.
Yeah, there's so a lot of things like the weapon skill quests. Totally forward those. There's axes, there's maces, there's polearm swords. That's 4 and unarmed. I think might be also one that's 5 weapon skill quests that I can do, but they are like 1,250 gold then. Then there's the brainwash device quest, that's 350 gold. I have one, but it's still a quest that's available to me. And then all the PvP. There's so many quests in this game. I think you can reach 3k no problem right now. If you count the event quests. If you don't, it's like, I think, just about 2,800.
I can't cast that yet.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Slowly but steady, it's going up. 2,314. I don't know. Let's see, is this reset again? Nope, actually saved. Yeah. And this one's also done, pretty sure, but why would only one quest show up again? I have no idea. Okay, 20 of those mobs left once I'm done with this. Let's just beat up this one, those, and I'll place myself here and lock out then.
That's still recharging.
Decent amount here, 23, got the green,
Can't cast that
let's
yet.
forward. Yeah, I need more of those. I didn't have time to join those so good runs lately. It's just annoying. Need more. Don't have a shoulder enchant ready. I got that on tier 1. What? Yeah, I don't have it on tier 2.
That's still recharging.
Yeah. I need more. So, Ember Gem. Cuffs.
That's still recharging.
Ah, that's the quest that I need. It's over here. Interesting. It still shows key to Karazhan 5 over there. But yeah. Oh, and then there's the whole dungeon set upgrade quest chain that I didn't finish yet. I stopped this third part now. I went to the first part here and then stopped. Egomatic, I think I did that also already.
Spell isn't ready yet.
But there was still, I think, some options that I didn't do yet of this egomatic stuff, which is a bit annoying, but yeah. Or just do it again to make sure they got all finished.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Because repeatables also count the first time you do them.
That spell
That's
isn't
the
ready.
problem.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. Can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Let's send this to the guild bank then, I guess. Hey, how does this thing look? Actually not bad, holy shit. Yeah, so that's done. I'll be off then. I'm done for the day. I hope I can stream tomorrow, but I don't think so. I'll upload it as what next day. So Friday's stream will be Saturday's what. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.